Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Alexander Grace.
If you invite me over to your house, right, under the false pretense of just hanging out and catching up and having a drink.
So you're gonna be mad if I try to slip it in. Is that what you're going at?
And then halfway through my drink, I'm having a great time.
And
you decide to bring out a game?
What?
Like a board game?
What?
Sorry, I just want to stop.
I thought this was gonna go towards you try to make your move and try to slip it in or something. Where did board games come from? What?
Are you noticing how often this woman is touching her hair? Like,
Yes.
Just watch as she goes. She's constant there. Like, she's like flicking it back. She's like stroking it and adjusting it. When women are talking, pay attention to this kind of stuff because this is a very specific behavior. This is called preening. I guess she's like constantly adjusting her appearance.
I knew about this. I didn't know the actual word. He's explaining it. So hopefully a lot of you guys don't know. Listen up. Listen up.
And it's designed to like draw attention to herself, you know, to make herself like the focus of is her beauty. Like, hey, look at my hair, you know, just notice what I'm doing. See that? This clip is
Well, because remember, any movement within her face zone, which you can't really move your face all too much without looking weird or anything. So you got to use your hands and things that just kind of draw attention to your face.
only 20 seconds in and she's done it like 3 times already. Don't you think that that's a lot of times that you would be touching and adjusting your hair if it genuinely needed, you know, fixing? How often do you touch your hair? You got to pick up on
Hardly ever, unless I'm in the mirror adjusting my hair.
clues like this with women because it's this kind of unconscious like body language that actually tells you a lot about who she is, how she thinks about herself, what her values are, what she wants from a situation. It gives you a lot of context. Like she says that she just wants to drink and hang out and she's having a good time. But what does she mean by drink and hang out? Well, you can kind of infer from all of the preening and the grooming that it means that she sits there drinking and she's the focus of your attention. Her ideal night is just sitting there.
Like, let's have some dinner and you just revel over me and tell me all the good things I want to hear. And I'm just going to drink and enjoy it like a goddess.
And being pretty and getting validated by you. It makes sense why she's upset that he pulled out a board game, because she doesn't want to compete with a game for attention.
Correct.
No,
That makes total sense. The game? Oh, now it's a focus is the game, not me anymore. I'm like, oh, I would never.
she likes being the only thing that you focus on. A board game where she has to learn rules and like apply her mind and think about stuff. No, she's just meant to sit there. She just wants to be admired. But I also find it quite funny that she didn't take that as the feedback that it obviously is. Like, guys, if you have a woman on a date in your apartment and things are going well, like she's good conversationalist, you know, there's an exciting
Bring out Monopoly.
energy. It's really dynamic. It's interesting. You're like excited to get to know this person more. Is that the point where you pull out a board game? No.
Let's play some operations.
You do that when the evening is dull, when her company is really lackluster because she's so boring that you want to introduce some element of novelty just to make it more interesting for yourself. She's having a good time. She's like, no, this is great. I was having a good time. Like,
Keep
yeah, 'cause
going.
you just get to sit there and do nothing. And just like, you just want to be admired. But if you're not giving something back to the man, if your focus is just so much on your appearance that you're not thinking about anything else, it's dull for him. So yeah, he pulls out a board game to try and...
I mean, just imagine all you do is just complimenting someone the whole time or them talking about themselves for you. And it's like they talk in a way to fish for compliments too. It's like, oh, don't you think I just look so good? It's just like, girl, if I thought you looked good, I would tell you. You don't have to fish for the compliment.
save the evening.
Or a deck of cards. You bring out a cardboard box with all these directions on it and you shove it in my face and you try to read me the rules. Do not read me the fucking rules. I'm not gonna play. I was just starting to enjoy myself. I was just getting the tea. You want to bring that all to a crashing halt to play in some little world with some little rules that don't matter? Like, I don't understand. And I don't care if that makes me the bad guy. I don't care if every single person in the room wants to play. I won't do it. Call the police. Call the cops. I will tell them that I never consented to doing this. in my free time. I'm being held against my will.
See, this is the thing that women love, right? They love to leverage things that they know is not illegal. Like, because these horrible things are just kind of immoral in a sense, or kind of bad behaviors, they use that all the time. It's not illegal. It's not illegal to do this, but it's borderline narcissistic and psychopath. Yeah.
Will is what I will tell them. I don't want to play, and you can't force me to.
Okay. I hope you picked up on the same thing that I did. I'm not
Shit escalated really quickly into police and everything just over board games.
talking about her dislike of board games. I don't know what her issue is with that. Board games are fun. She sounds like a buzzkill. But did you pay attention to her specific language, like the choice of words that she was using? She didn't say like, oh, this is boring. She said, no, you invited me here under false pretenses. I
Correct.
think she said she was being held against
Damn. Is the man gonna get an SA charge or some kind of false accusation charge over trying to play board games?
her will, which I get is it's probably like intended for humor, just hyperbole, but it happened a lot. You shoved the box of instructions in my face. The cops are going to know that I
And
never
forced-
consented to
read
this.
it to me?
I don't care if I'm the bad guy. Like, what? What is she talking about? He's reading
She turned this into like a whole victim kidnapping narrative.
the instruction manual of a board game. You haven't been taken prisoner. I know that this might seem like it's just harmless exaggeration, but I really advise you to take this more seriously than that, because when a woman uses this kind of language instinctively, she just pulls for the victimhood. It does reveal a lot about her worldview. The second that she's
Yeah, it means run.
mildly uncomfortable or just a bit bored, she's like, I'm held against my will. Like, that's the kind of language that she uses. Some people might not know that she's joking. She's painting you in a very specific light, and it reveals the way that she imagines her place in the world, because when she says in that defiant girl boss attitude, like, I'm not going to play, you can't make me, she is unconsciously revealing the way that she perceives herself and her own agency in the world. I mean, she explicitly used the word consent in that, like, I never consented to this, you know, and all she's talking about is a board game.
Correct.
But when a woman is
And this is scary, this whole Me Too. This is, again, I totally understand why men out there are saying the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Just imagine. You like this girl. You took her out. You went home. She was kind of miserable conversationalist, and you didn't really want to sleep with her. So you're like, I still want to hang out a little bit. Brought out a board game to play with her. The night ends, and all of a sudden, you get accused for some kind of devious act because she didn't consented to the board game. Just imagine. I can even see this happening now. Headlines, you know. Catan, cause of SA. What
comfortable
the
using
freak?
this kind of language, how do you think she's going to respond when it's a situation more serious than her just being a little
Exactly.
bit bored, when there's actually some ambiguity or a real misunderstanding has occurred? Do you think
Yep.
she's going to see the nuance? Do you think she's going to give you
Never.
any grace? Her
No, she's gonna go more to that extreme, and you're gonna go to jail.
reaction to this board game thing is indicative of the way that she's going to respond in many situations. This is symbolic. She's not just bored, she has been violated. I bet sometimes that you have the experience of feeling weary around women, even if rationally you can't necessarily name exactly what they've done to make you suspicious or not trust them, but it's this kind of thing. You know, you might not be
It's true.
consciously
It's true.
aware of it and able to pick it up on the first go, you know, all like the obsession with her appearance, with her body language, or the fact that her use of language is so clearly primed to paint you as an aggressor and her as a victim. Like, maybe not consciously you're picking up on that, but
It's just so funny that you're describing the aggressor is the guy brought out a board game and then read you some instructions on the game. That was the aggressor move that you're kind of trying to paint here.
subconsciously you feel an aversion, you feel yourself in danger. Trust that feeling. If there's a woman in your life, like a colleague or one of your friends,
They say it, trust your gut. It tells you things, especially when you have gas.
wives or something like that, and you just get a bad feeling around her, there's probably a reason. It's worthwhile examining maybe some of the more subconscious things that she does, like her language choice, to try and find out if you actually can rationally defend this suspicion that you have. But even if you can't figure it out,
That's the thing. Like, Alex is so right. Like, because we're so logical and rational, and then we have this feeling and we can't explain it through logic and rationality, we just don't understand. We're like, man, why do I feel this way about this chick? Something is up. Like, there is something wrong that I can't put my hands on. I don't know. I have no logical reason for it. I have nothing to. And men are just like, probably okay. Because there's nothing logically tying to it. So we're just kind of ignore it sometimes because we're idiots. We don't listen to our own gut.
trust your gut. Some women are broadcasting that they are not safe. They're telling you who they are. Believe them. Because if you're in a relationship with a woman like this, how are you ever really going to feel safe?
Next time I go to the beach, y'all better hide your man. Hide your man, because I do not want to see them at the beach.
There's something so deeply uncomfortable about a woman laughing at her own joke, especially when the joke seems to be her. Like the punchline of that was that she's sexist. Like clearly she is the joke, but it's not funny. You don't want to see men at the beach. Fine. You know, we actually used to have different spaces.
You know, it's funny. It's just kind of like, it makes me think of like racist people. You know, when racist people are together and they make the most egregious racist joke and then they laugh at each other because they're both racist. I think this is similar to that, like where a woman is sexist. She makes such a sexist joke and she laughs at it. But I'm sure all the other sexist women think it's hilarious.
Spaces that were segregated based on gender. And I think it's important to remind you that not once did men ever try and invade the women's spaces. No guy.
True, but there's men that want to be women that want to invade their spaces.
I was ever like, oh, please let me join in on your girls' night. I really
Fuck
want to
that.
come with you to your women's retreat. When there
Hell
were
no.
times and spaces and events that were reserved just for women, men had
It's not like men were like, babe, I need to go get that mani-pedi with you. You're like, hell no, just go.
no issue respecting that because we weren't really interested. We gave women their freedom and their space. It was women who fought a vicious campaign to be able to infiltrate men's spaces. There used
Correct.
to be bars and clubs and workplaces that were reserved
Gentlemen's clubs.
only for men, but all of them have been systematically dismantled by women. You don't want to see men at the beach, okay, but we all
I mean, even what we got, Boy Scouts, it's not even a thing anymore.
know what would happen if we did have a men's beach and a woman's beach. On the men's beach, you'd have guys like surfing and fishing and snorkeling and building epic sandcastles and playing beach volleyball. It would be a
Sounds about right. And some bonfire.
good time. You know, they'd be doing a bunch of really cool shit. And if you go to the women's beach, a lot of them wouldn't even go in the water. You know, have you ever seen women
They're just gonna be all lounging there with like, you know, the stupid mirror thing so they can tan better or whatever it is. That's all the women are gonna be, just tanning.
at the beach
And
that
looking
kind of just
good.
sit there in the sun,
Or
just
trying
lying
to look
down,
good.
reading their phone, reading a magazine, whatever. It would be so boring. And so how long do you think that it would be before women would start climbing over the hill and seeing everything that the men are doing and being like, oh, I want to go down there. I want to join in on that.
I get it, Alex. I get it. Yeah. They hung out with each other too much and they're like, yeah, you guys are boring. All the guys are doing all the cool stuff. I want to go hang out with them.
And then they'd start claiming that they were being discriminated against and oppressed. Men are happy to give you your own space. The real question is, women, why can't you let men have their space?
Alex, I think we can't have our own spaces. Is, you know, that trope is women can't have men having a good time without them. That's the problem. I think a lot of women, especially if they're looking from their corner over to our corner and seeing us just have a good ass time without them, they feel a way about it. They really do. I think it's that they think they're the center of attention and the center of the universe. So if you're enjoying your time, men are doing their own thing without women and thriving and frolicking or whatever, women are just like, wait. You shouldn't be happy without us. You should require us to be happy because we're women. I'm almost positive that's how a good chunk of women really think in their heads about men and themselves. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.